I took out a cashier's check worth 30K back in July and found out that the teller had accidentally debited the wrong account. Because of this, the bank branch ended up letting me know that the amount would be taken out of my own account in order to reinstate the funds that were taken from the wrong account. After this transaction was processed, I assumed that all was settled, though 2 months ago, the check fraud department at Beauvais ended up taking out another 30K from my account without any notice. Because of this, I have went back into the bank immediately and explained the situation to them. All they did, however, was help me file a claim to the check fraud department and stated I needed to wait for it to fully process. It's now hitting close to 60 days, and I'm wondering if this extended period of time is normal? I've continued to call to ask about the status of the claim, and they keep telling me it's still pending. Should I just continue to wait and trust that it'll eventually get sorted, or is there some other course of action that I need to take before it ends up being too late to get my money back? Any advice would be much appreciated.
If I were you, I'd get the highest person in the branch. Have them personally include the next 2 highest people on an email and/or conference call, and demand my $30,000 back with the utmost intensity. It seems you're financially fortunate enough to survive right now. But this sum of money should be resolved in hours to days, not months. File a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau complaint on top of all this before you contact anyone else, and inform everyone you are dealing with that this is an active CFPB case. You will get your money back fast when you get the right people on this.
Definitely file a complaint with the CFPB. I had to fight with a credit card company almost a year trying to get over $1,500 of fraudulent cash withdrawals taken on one of my credit cards that I never use. Not only did they not reverse the charges when I reported it within 2 weeks of it happening, they started charging interest at the cash withdrawal rate and cash withdrawal fees. Apparently, the replacement card was sent and didn't need to be activated, so it was intercepted somewhere between the credit card company and my mailbox. Numerous calls and numerous promises to investigate went nowhere until I filed with the CFPB. After filing the complaint, the issue was resolved within 2 weeks. All charges and fees were reversed, along with an apology email.
Honestly, really appreciate all the supportive feedback, and I'm sorry I couldn't respond to everyone individually. Though it seems that filing a complaint with the CFPB is the best course of action as of now, so I've submitted one today. We'll provide another update once I receive a response so that anyone with a similar problem who comes across this thread will be able to get an idea on how they should try to have the issue resolved.
I used to be a teller at a small regional bank, but whenever you write one as a newish teller, it must be signed by 2 other employees of the bank, usually who are higher than you, branch manager, etc. Thus, the transaction error is most likely on them, if that helps at all. You are definitely not in the wrong.
Complaint with CFPB will get a response fast. My mortgage company tried to double pay my taxes due to a server update on their side, causing my mortgage payment to balloon to cover the escrow short. After a solid 12 hours on the phone over 3 days, they finally admitted to their error, but then said it would be resolved in 45-60 days. Fudge that. I'm not paying 1.3 more for 2 months because of their screw-up. Yes, it would have all come out even at the end of the day, but that would have hurt those 2 months. Filed a complaint, got an updated payment total and complete resolution within 5 days.
I once took out a cashier's check for $1,200 from Wells Fargo. They pulled the amount out of my account twice under the same batch number. When I spoke with the branch manager, he apologized and credited my account the missing $1,200. A month later, my account was seized and $1,200 was once again removed, claiming fraud. When I tried to fight it by requesting my bank statements, they told me I needed a lawyer to subpoena them because they no longer belonged to me, due to the seizure. It's been 7 years. I never saw that $1,200 again. Banks are legalized crime, IMO.
Final update. Can't believe I'm saying this, but holy sheesh, I finally got my money back. Guys, let's fudging go. To be honest, I was really beginning to doubt I'd ever see the funds back in my account because of how long it was taking Beauvais to respond to the CFPB complaint I made months ago. It was especially frustrating since there continued to be no update even after the 60-day response period had passed. Not knowing what to do at this point, I ended up coming back to this thread and found a comment that recommended filing a complaint with the OCC since they're the ones that directly regulate audit banks, including Beauvais. And so I submitted my complaint around 2 weeks ago and ended up getting a case opened up with the CAG department of the OCC. Fast forward to today, an email finally comes in from Beauvais stating that the complaint had been reviewed and that the second debit of 30 KL from my account had been reversed. I logged into my online banking portal right away, and what would you know, the money was actually there.